The National Sports Center is 26 years old. Its 600-acre campus is full of sports fields, hockey rinks, and will soon be the training home for the newest team in Major League Soccer.
Now that the National Sports Center is beginning the process of planning what their next 30 years will look like, and they are looking for your insight. Danica has the story.
The National Sports Center is the world's largest amateur sports facility, and it's right here in Blaine. They are working on their master plan as they begin planning for the next 30 years of amateur sports.
We're trying to talk to everyone we could consider a stakeholder. And some of those, almost all of those are local Minnesota people and businesses, sports groups that use this facility, local businesses, local government agencies, local media, but we're involving national governing bodies that come here and use the campus and are officed somewhere else like Colorado Springs.
Some of these governing boards have sent Olympic teams to train at the Sports Center in the past.
USA Hockey uses this facility extensively. U.S. Youth Soccer, Minnesota Youth Soccer Association has a definite interest in what gets built here and when it gets built and how they can use it.
The National Sports Center began a series of focus groups this week, meeting with government officials, tourism groups, and professional sports leaders to hear their opinions on the campus and what could be improved.
Some of the consistent things we've heard are having a more contiguous look to the campus, so when people arrive here, they know they've arrived. Gateway signage, some sort of monument that tells people you are at the National Sports Center. Wayfinding, or what we call wayfinding signage, which is basically directional signage around the campus. Better identification of the buildings, because we are not just one building, we are a collection of different facilities that are relatively close to each other, but are different buildings. And so if somebody's using the Sport Expo Center or the Sports Hall, they get those two facilities mixed up because they both are indoor turfed athletic facilities.
Another one of their buildings poses problems to new visitors all the time.
The Schwann Super Rink 8-sheet ice arena was built in two pieces, 4 sheets in 1998, 4 more sheets in 2006, and for new customers who've never been here before, they get back on rink 8 and they have a hard time negotiating back to the front door of the building.
And a lot of their campus is pieced together. Their soccer fields are divided by 105th Avenue, which sees 50-mile-an-hour traffic. The National Sports Center has grown to 54 soccer fields, up from the 24 they had when they opened with the state's help in 1990.
The state of Minnesota owns the campus. We were created by a state agency called the Minnesota Amateur Sports Commission, which still exists. They are essentially the landlords of the National Sports Center. But the National Sports Center is managed by a nonprofit corporation, the National Sports Center Foundation, and it is a self-supporting facility. We don't get operating subsidy from the state of Minnesota. To compare us, say, with the Minnesota Zoo, which is a state facility and gets operating money every single year, we have to go it on our own.
And now with 54 soccer fields, 8 hockey rinks, a velodrome, golf course, and more, they see about 4 million visitors a year. And those visitors make a significant economic impact on the area.
Over $50 million a year. Interestingly, about half of that $50 million economic impact comes from one event, the Schwann's USA Cup in July, which is just over $30 million.
One way they're looking to grow and expand that economic impact is by considering new and emerging sports.
We are very interested in finding opportunities to bring new sports on the campus. We've been a leader in some of those emerging sports like ultimate disc, for ultimate frisbee. We're doing more and more rugby events. We're doing a national championship rugby tournament this summer, and rugby's a growing sport.
Whichever way they choose to grow, they want to make sure they grow and develop wisely. They hope to identify the needs of their sports consumers while also finding ways to meet future community needs, including the needs of the people who don't currently use their facilities.
Families that come to our tournaments and events are here to compete, so they're all in here. So they're very focused on what they're doing, and that's great because they have a huge investment in the National Sports Center and the programs we run here. if people are not involved in those tournaments, we are not on their radar screen at all. And because these are youth tournaments primarily, and they're not getting front page media coverage. And so it's easy for someone even who lives a mile away in Blaine, who doesn't have a kid in youth soccer or hockey, to not know much about us because they don't play here or participate in things here.
In the future, they want to find a way to make their campus a useful and valuable local asset for the entire community, and they are working to do that. For North Metro TV News, Danica Peterson reporting.
There are a couple of ways that you can get involved in the master planning process. There's a survey that you can take online to share your opinions, or you can attend a town hall meeting on Tuesday, May 2nd at 6 p.m. at the National Sports Center's Welcome Center. We have more information on the town hall meeting and the online survey on our website, northmetrotv.com.